Same was true of how she came to us. And
行方不明になっていた相手はどこで何をしていたのか全然覚えていないのか。
綺麗さっぱり。気づいたらお寺で寝かされてた。
Oh, she still doesn't remember. She was still missing some of her memories, too. In other words, in this road line, the only memories she had were of her childhood and of the last few weeks since she'd woken up in the Chiba Mountains. Oh, that's interesting. It's strangely particular. Did she just hit her head in a different way than she did before? Most important part was still missing. Of course, the most conveniently missing spot was still missing. Was there anything else I need to ask? I was staring at the floor, trying to think, when I realized that something was missing.
床が綺麗だ。
さっき岡部さんが来る前に掃除しておきました。
いや、そうじゃなくて床に小さな穴が開いてたはずなんだが。
床に穴ですか？
Oh, do we not get attacked? The lab had been attacked just last night. Someone shot a hole in the floor. During the attack, one of their bullets had left a dark hole in the floor.
穴なんて開いてたかな？なかったと思うけど。
ちなみにお前たち昨日はどうだった？
昨日のパーティーのこと、すっごく楽しかったよ。
Oh my god, okay.
あんなに楽しかったの、私初めてだった。
Well, I guess I never recruited Mr. Braun probably either. All I should have last episode was all for fucking nothing. They would say that if there had been an attack, which meant that the attack had never taken place. There's no one after Kagri in this world. Now, it's too early to assume that. Still didn't know when it had happened when she'd gone missing. Until I did, I couldn't say for sure if she was safe. Just like how sometimes Mayuri's death would occur on different days in the upper world line. Same thing might happen a few days later. In fact, it would be better to be cautious. I need a weapon.
みんなでパーティーしたいね。
Shut up, Mayuri! No more parties! No more parties ever!
その時は僕も何か作るよ。
No, when we do, we're gonna fucking die! That's what's gonna happen!
私も手伝う。
Stop it, you're all too fucking having! Now they'll start happily talking about last night's party. Damn it, I don't remember it! Ah! At first glance, it was a peaceful scene. Something sinister might be happening. I just didn't know it. No, something had to be happening. The fact that the world line was changing was proof. Why had it changed anyway? Back to the events of that night. First, someone had taken over Amadeus. Kurisu called me and asked for help. The word line had changed right after I'd answered, which meant that the key was Amadeus. Amadeus has something to do with the war line change. For some reason, I can't pull my phone out. What about the group who had attacked Kagari? Was it all connected? I need to find out.
ところで、かがりちゃん、時間大丈夫？あ、いけない。休憩時間終わってた。店長に怒られちゃう。
店長？
What the fuck's happening now?
バイトしてるのか？
そうだよ。下のブラウン管工房で。
Oh.
この前言ったじゃん。
Oh, yes, of course. That's still a thing.
そうだったか。
The old world like Kagari had started working for Tenoji after the attack. There was another difference.
もう、今日のオカリンさんはボケボケだね。しっかりしてよ。
すまない。
Kagari hopped up and skipped out of the room. The words and mannerisms were much more childish than they'd been in the last word line. Yeah, really.
くれないと頑張ってね。はーい、それじゃ行ってきまーす。
Hi, young mama.
かがり、戻る前にもう一つだけ聞かせてくれ。
Asked one final question to Kagari, who was now giving a crisp salute.
アマデウスという言葉を聞いて何か思い当たることはないか？
アマデウス？
Kagure seemed to think for a moment.
ごめん、わかんないや。
Is it actually missing from my phone, I wonder? Is that why I can't pull it out?
そうか。
Better not mention it. She didn't look like she was lying or being sarcastic. She must really not have known. Oh, here we go. I watched her leave the lab, then took out my phone. There was another thing I needed to check. What's happening with Amadeus? No, it's not there anymore! Ah, that's why I couldn't take it out. Look for the icon on my screen. No! Amadeus. Yeah, that old Kurisu Mikise's personality and memories. And the application was started the program. But the program was gone.
悪かったな。こんなところに呼び出して。
別に構わないわ。ちょうど近くまで来てたから。
After seeing the icon missing on my phone, I contacted Mao immediately. My goal, of course, was to see what was going on with Amadeus in this world. I had to find out.
話って。
アマデウスのことだ。
Mao's eyes suddenly went wide. Reaction surprised me as well. I have a feeling maybe you didn't recruit me to do this, so I shouldn't know about it. I simply said the word Amadeus.
あなた、どうして知ってるの？
Yep.
どうしてって。どういうことだ？
どうしてあなたがアマデウスのことを知ってるのよ？
Uh-oh.
あのプロジェクトは去年の夏、クリスの事件があったあの後に凍結されたのよ。
凍結された？
Put on
ア
hold.
マデウスが凍結ってことは、つまりプロジェクト自体打ち切られたってことか。
はっきり言ってしまえばそういうことね。
She clenched her fists in anger. Seeing the change in this world line was a big one. God damn, really?
で、さっきの質問、どうしてあなたがアマデウスのことを知ってるの？
それは。
Look over there. Should tell her about the world lines and attractor field theory.
クリスから聞いたんだよ。大学の先輩がそういう研究をしてるって。
クリスが？あの子、あなたにそんな話までしていたのね。
Saying that it wasn't the time to tell her. If I try to explain everything, I'd have to tell her about the D-mail and the time machine. I didn't seem to know about all that yet. Could imagine what she'd do if she heard the truth. She's yet another of those people who are entranced by the possibilities of science.
アマデウスが凍結されたっていう話、もう少し詳しく教えてくれないか。理由は何だったんだ？
なんでも外部団体からクレームが入ったんですって。人の記憶を人工知能に持たせるのは人間の複製を作り出す
Oh.
神のみに許される所業だって。
Oh. 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 Okay. Okay. Now the pieces are starting to come together. Okay. So I think we might have our culprits here, right? These are gonna be the ones that are responsible for it. People are out there eating monkey brains! But the crazy fanatical people are saying AI was bad and all that. And for some reason we're taking monkey brains. They must have done something with a D-mail or just some way to change the past, and they made it so that they reached a timeline where that program was shut down so the AI thing would not continue. That's going to be what this major change is, right? That's probably caused some butterfly effects in these other things. But it also probably explains why we weren't attacked, right? I think we might have been attacked because I don't know quite yet how it like ties in with Kagure. Other than maybe that Kurisu would have been her mother, but I do think that has to do with the radical group and the religious group, and now maybe they have no reason to actually kidnap her or get after her because of this change. Because now the AI program's been shut down.
欧米って自分たちの価値観で物を言う人が多いのよね。特にそういうデリケートな部分は。
Those damn Americans and their fucking Christianity! Fuck them!
理由はそれだけなのか。
少なくとも私はそう聞いてるわ。いきなり研究は中止だって言われて、教授たちも随分
was stopped. Oh, Kame, this thing I want to tell you. What? God damn it, what? Is this the shit you trying to tell me before? I found another Kagura with another missing memory. Oh, for fuck's sake. There's two of them now. Then you ask your dad. You okay with asking me? Ask Miuri. You okay with asking me? Yes, I think you give me good advice. And why are you expecting too much? What kind of gift do you think a father would enjoy? Your father, huh? I think the darkness within him goes very deep. Huh? The darkness? No, Taw was the only coming out. You know, darkness. Black. A black handkerchief. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Give him some porn. Give him some hardcore porn. Yeah, maybe, yeah. A handkerchief. Great, I'll do that. But why black? I think your dad probably likes black. Darker than a moonless night. Why black in particular? I'm not even really sure, to be honest. For real. Thank you. Thank you, Akabe. Oh, God. I still have all the same people in here. I still have Moika's in here. Amadeus' program was stopped. Did that have something to do with the word line change, too? Wait. So how did I meet Maho? We originally met in the Amadeus seminar. If that never happened, right. How do I know you? We're a little bushy-haired girl.
いや、その思い出してたんだ。君と出会った時のこと。
あの時のこと。ああいう偶然ってあるのね。
I'm gonna bet at Chris' funeral? Maybe? Asked a few more questions, taking care not to rouse her suspicions, and managed to learn the basic story. Mao really wanted to see the place where Kurisu had died. When she finally went to the radio building, she'd run to me.
オカルト的な考え方って大嫌いだけど、でもあなたと出会えたのはクリスが繋いでくれた縁なのかもしれないわね。
Okay, no, not quite. Karma, or perhaps another example of attractor field convergence. A fucking destiny! A Steins Gate! It had already been decided that Maho and I would meet here in Akihabara. Was there some meaning in that?
そうそう。マユリさんたちによろしく伝えておいてくれるかしら。昨日は楽しかったって。
Okay, but you were there for that too. Evidently she gone to last night's party in this word line too.
おかげで日本でのいい思い出ができたわ。
And then she comes over to Kabe and like, alright, well, see you later, baby cakes. She goes over and just makes out with the callback. I was like, ah! What? Hey, what? Jesus Christ, what was the other me doing here? The Miuri shows up and she starts making out with Akabe, then Kagri also makes out with him. We're like, wow, pardon me here, Akabe! Wow, goddamn, this version of me you really got around. I will never be as epic as fucking harem, Okabe. God damn it, fuck!
思い出って帰るのか。
すぐにじゃないけどね。言ったでしょ。私今クリスがやっていた研究を引き継いでるの。
Kagri ends up being Okabe's daughter. That joke ended up being real weird.
いつまでも日本でバカンス気分を堪能してるわけにもいかないのよ。
Yes, you can. So. But still, she was only in Japan for another 10 days. Nothing would happen during that time. Of course there would. The next day, something big happened. Amadeus had been shut down, no longer existed. Ah! No longer would I hear Kurisu's voice. After I said goodbye to Maho, what that really meant started to sink in. Still feel Kurisu's warmth in my chest. Her smell. All the feelings I tried to forget were coming back now that I'd seen her. No one will ever be happy in that world line. Everyone will be miserable. That's what she had said. I knew that. That's why I decided to stay here. That didn't mean I could erase the sense of loss I felt. Went back to the lab to get all this together in my head. The cause of the attack in the last word line was Kaguri. There's a good chance that Amadeus was involved in the word line change that took place afterward. But in this word line, the lab had never been attacked. The Amadeus project had been cancelled while I was still in the research stage. That meant that the two major factors in the events that had occurred so far no longer existed. If they were gone, there was no need to worry too much. But if they're gone, it means that they were likely connected. But even so, there's still a tiny alarm going off in the back of my mind. Why had Amadeus been shut down? What happened to Kaguri's missing memories? If nothing else, I might need to learn the answers to those two questions. I thought for a while, then took out my phone and booted up the Ryan application. Oh! Kaguri's perspective. Kaguri Shina felt happier and more fulfilled than the people around her thought she was. She's got a cute little room now with that little froggy. Her memories were missing. All she had now were memories of when she was young. She'd gone to the past when she was 10 and then gotten separated from Suzuha. Her memories afterwards were a total blank with the exception of the last few weeks. Her oldest memories after childhood were of the ceiling she saw when she woke up. It was the ceiling of an old temple with stains here and there that looked like faces. She remembered being a little scared. Shortly afterwards, she was given to Yamabayashi Shrine.
かがりさん、お茶飲みますか？あ、うん。ありがとう、ルカ君。じゃあ、入れますね。
That was when she'd met Luca Urashibara. At the time, she hadn't realized that she already knew him. Luca Urashibara was a good friend of her adopted mother, Mirai Shina. He'd play with her a lot when they were kids. When she was younger, she'd always thought he was a woman. I wonder why. To Kaguri's young eyes, he'd been a strong, grown-up woman. At the time, she'd always wondered why Suzuha had called him Big Brother Luca.
はい、どうぞ。ありがとう。
The Luca in front of her now was far younger than the one she had known. Looked like a very pretty girl. Not nearly as strong. Oh, really? Luca gets fucking diesel later. World War III hardens him. So she'd only realized that he was the Luca Urashibara she knew after meeting her mother.
この紅茶、なんだか変わった味がする。ローズマリーティー。集中力や記憶力が上がるって聞いて、フェイリスさんに分けてもらったんです。
Proving her memory and finding lost memories seemed like totally different things to her, but she didn't say so. Just the thought made her very happy. Luca, Mama, Mirai, and the rest of Akabe's friends were all trying to help her get her memories back. It would probably make most people nervous, not having their memories. It'd be hard, not knowing what you'd experience. But to be honest, Kaguri didn't think she needed to remember. Sometimes it seemed like a memory was about to come back. Each time her mind would roar with a sense of fear and anxiety.
もしかして、美味しくなかったですか？
Better off not remembering whatever it was, huh? Lucas saw that she'd only taken a sip and stopped, and he seemed worried.
そんなことない。美味しいよ。ただ、ちょっと考え事をしてただけ。考え事？そう。でも、大したことないんだ。
She took a sip of the tea, hoping to change the subject.
それにしても、ルカ君って本当に男の子？
Everyone else said he was. But still, it just didn't seem right to her.
そうですけど。やっぱりどう見ても女の子にしか見えないよね。そんなこと言われても。そうだ。ねえ、明日一緒にお風呂入ってみる？そうすればルカ君が本当に男の子なのかどうかわかるでしょ？
See if you got a doodle or not!
ダメですよ、そんなの。どうして？だってそんなの。だって女の人と一緒にお風呂なんてそんな。お姉さんとは一緒に入ってなかったの？入ってましたけど、それは小さい頃の話で。かがりさん？ごめんごめん、冗談だよ冗談。ルカ君が可愛いからついからかっちゃった。そんな。
Oh my god. Kaguri's like, I want to make out with you now!
でもそういう反応を見せるってことはやっぱり男の子なんだね。最初からそうだって言ってるじゃないですか。
When he was upset, he still looked like a girl, she thought. God, smoking hot girl.
ご覧のように
Or smoking hot boy, doesn't even matter anymore. Who gives a shit?
及ぶ食べ物が全部食べ放題なんです。
Gender is obsolete when you're this adorable. TV screen is showing all kinds of delicious food.
すごいな。
Sight of it almost moved her to tears.
今の時代ってすごいよね。私の知ってる未来とは大違い。そうなんですか？未来の世界ってどんな感じなんです？知りたい？
It sucks. Luca looked a little uncertain. Even though she'd asked, Kagure wasn't certain she should tell him. The future she knew was filled with despair. Everyone struggled desperately to stay alive, hoping that tomorrow would somehow be better. Oh, hey, they messed up there too. Look, they messed up with Luca's pronoun. Even though he'd asked, Luca asked. Luca's a boy. Ha! That's right. I'm not the only one who fucks it up. Even the game's fucking translation team can't get this shit straight. If they knew there was no hope, how would they survive?
やっぱりやめておきます。
Oh, well, wait. Do you want to know? Maybe she meant herself. What? Even though she'd asked that question, she wasn't sure she should tell him. Okay, if she, but I get, whatever. Fuck. Kyrie signed relief.
その方がいいよ。だって未来は変えられるものだから。未来は変えられる？
The future isn't written in stone, except at the times it is. Like Miuri died.
ママがね、そう言ってた。きっと変えられる。変えてくれるってね。変えてくれる。
Oh, that's what Miuri always told Kagure. That was her tiny light of hope.
なんだっけな。シュタインなんとかって。
Steins Gate.
シュタインズゲートですか？ そう、それは必ずあるってママは言ってた。って言いながら、それが何なのか私もよくわからないんだけど。
Steins Gate. To be honest, Kyrie didn't know exactly what that meant. Just that it was some kind of video game. But each time Miuri said it, Kyrie had felt warmth in her heart. Someone would come to lead them to Steins Gate. She thought about that and gave her hope. Somebody say hope!
それでは次の特集です。
More monkeys are missing their brains! And there's a crazy barefoot monkey man running around! Bugga bugga bugga!
今、世界で記憶の再生技術に関する研究が進められているのはご存知でしょうか？
Oh, how convenient.
今日はその最先端を走るあるアメリカの大学の特集です。
At Mannequin University. The new show had finished its food report and had already switched to another topic. Now it's showcasing a college campus covered in greenery. It was a wide open space that clearly wasn't Japanese. The second she saw it, she suddenly felt dizzy. Uh-oh.
こちらはビクトル・コンドリア大学。一見普通のキャンパスに見えるこの大学。しかし、この学内では今、ある大きなプロジェクトが進められています。
Is that where she'd been at some point then? Discussion became more technical. It's far beyond what Kagure, who'd only had her memories as a child, could understand. But
チャンネル変えましょうか。あ、待って。
Kagure stopped him before he could get to the remote.
カーガリーさん、わかるんですか？脳の構造、記憶を捏造することはできるかっていう話。
Oh, like false memories. Interesting. Are we suggesting possibly somehow this actually isn't gonna be the real Kagure Shina or something?
すごいですね。僕には難しくて、何が何だか。
She suddenly found herself easily understanding what was being said. Why? How? How could she understand this?
そう？そんなに難しい話じゃないよ。記憶は脳の海馬っていうところが司ってるんだけど、その中に地上界って呼ばれるところがあるのね。
Oh, okay. Now she's even getting super technical about it. The gyrus dentatus were granule-shaped cells found near the hippocampal gyrus. Anatomy treats them as distinct from the hippocampus, but the field of neurology often uses the term hippocampus to refer to both of them. Recent research has revealed that neurogenesis occurring in the gyrus dentidus plays an important role in forgetting things. She was surprised at what she was saying, but the words kept coming anyway.
そこで行われる神経細胞の生産が既存の神経回路の再編を引き起こすの。それによって記憶の忘却が誘発されるんだ。で、この研究チームがマウス実験をしてみたら記憶の捏造が見られたっていう話。あ、ほら、あの奥の部屋、あそこでマウス実験なんかをしてるの。
Oh.
かがりさん、もしかしてこの大学知ってるんですか？
Uh-oh. She didn't realize that Luca was looking confused.
だってなんだか詳しそうな口ぶりでしたし。
The TV was showing something that looked like a lab. The camera went toward the back of the room. A white door was open that led to the next room. That's where
この部屋
Lucy
で
and
行わ
Maho
れ
were.
たマウスを使った実験、それによって研究チームは
知らない。でも今。
That's right, she wasn't familiar with it. She didn't know anything about any place like this. But
わからない。知らない。けどなんでだろう。さっきは知ってるような気がしたの。
unless she was implanted with fake memories of that place or something, that's why she knows it. There's suddenly a piercing pain in the back of her head. It felt like the beginning of something terrifying. She suddenly felt very nauseous. Uh-oh. Back to me! Shit's about to go down! Ah!
おめえの頼みを聞いてやるわけじゃねえ。それだけは忘れるんじゃねえぞ。
感謝します。
This morning I got to Noji and asked him to protect Kagura if something happened. The man had to talk to him about his rollers around her again. God damn it! That shit all over again. Great. Well, I should know exactly what to say, because I'd already done it once. And I tell him that Kagura is caught up in something big too. So this was the second time I had that conversation. I was able to make it go a little smoother. That was only relative to the first time, though. Never want to ask him for anything like this ever again. Stop making me do this with you.
おめえら一体何に関わってやがる。
それは
I stopped myself.
話せねえってか。頼み事するだけして随分と虫のいい話だな。
すみません。
だがそれでいい。情報ってのは最後の切り札だ。そこでペラペラ喋っちまうようなら俺は降りてたぜ。
Oh, it was the test.
ま、せいぜい気をつけるんだな。
ありがとうございます。
Shut up, nerd. He smacked me the fuck out of the way.
わかったから。そうやってかしこまんな。何もやりにくくてしょうがねえ。
I bowed him once more anyway and left the brown shop. Stop it! Stop it! Next to me! I managed to get Tennoji's help, and this morning I got another person on my side as well. But we could get in. She was a lot easier than Tennoji. I checked with Dara last night and found that just like in the old word line, we'd hired her to find out more about Kagura. All I'd do was ask her to keep looking into what Kagura had been doing before she'd come to this town. Now I'd done everything I could in case something happened. What was left was to pray that nothing did. I got back to the lab where Lukaku was waiting. He had a very serious look on his face, and he said he needed to talk to me.
実はかがりさんの記憶のことで気になることがあって。
かがりの
とは言ってもこれが記憶を取り戻すことにつながるかどうかはわからないんですけど。
構わない。気になることがあるなら話してくれ。
はい。
He started to fidget and rubbed his knees together. Then he looked up at me and slowly opened his mouth.
ゆうべテレビで記憶の研究についての特集をやっていて、アメリカの大学で行われているものだったんですけど、
They're doing a special on monkey brains.
それを見ていたかがりさ しぶりだったんです。